What does the y-intercept represent in context of the problem? So when you're talking about context of problem, I think it's best to not just think about the numbers, but also think about what they mean, like using your labels. You already took the time to label your axes. So the x-axis is miles driven. So the x-coordinate of this intercept is miles driven. This will help you write your sentence. And the y-coordinate, gallons remaining. Y means gallons remaining. So people, I would say students, if I remember from when I taught this course before, students really had trouble writing like a sentence and what it means in context. In context just really means is like take what you labeled on the x and y axis, so that's the y axis and the x axis here. Take what you labeled and just put it on those numbers, like use that in the sentence. So what this could mean is this y-intercept means that after you have driven 0 miles, because remember this means miles driven, the x-axis, right? After you have driven 0 miles, you have used you have 12 gallons of gas remaining. All right, so that's one way to do it, and that's an acceptable answer. A lot of times for the intercept, when one of the things is 0, you can write it even a little nicer. I'm going to put this in a different color. The way that I would really say it, I'm just showing you like generally how you can write it, and this would be acceptable. But there is a better way. After you have driven 0 miles, if you haven't driven any miles at all, you could kind of say you have started off with. A y-intercept can also be called like your starting amount or your initial amount. So you can say you have started with 12 gallons of gas in your car. Or you could say when you start, you have 12 gallons of gas remaining. But I like this idea of you have started replacing when you have driven 0 miles. Okay? If I asked you to explain a different random point like right here, then the first sentence in green here would make more sense. After you have driven 120 miles, you have, 8 gallons of gas remaining, right? And also the table can help, right? You can look here. It's like we're using this guy. That's also the y-intercept, because the y-intercept occurs anytime the x is 0. So you can see it's like you have driven 0 miles, you have 12 gallons of gas remaining. Use the headers on the table to help you write your sentence. Okay, that would be my advice to you.